Sometimes love does not hurt because it ended, but because it continues, even when everything inside you knows it should stop. And this silent persistence begins to wound places you did not even know existed yet. There is a part of you that insists on staying, even tired, even wounded, as if giving up meant losing something essential. You try to understand, but the more you think about it, the more confusing everything seems, because the pain does not come only from the other person. It also comes from within, as if loving had turned into a test, a constant endurance, an effort without rest, and something inside you begins to suspect that love should not require so much pain. This doubt disturbs you because it touches everything: your history, your choices, who you believe you are. There is fear in admitting that maybe you are enduring too much, because recognizing this means changing very deep paths. So you keep trying, explaining, forgiving, hoping something will change. But inside you, a strange feeling grows, as if you were moving away from yourself while trying to remain with the other. And in this silent conflict, a question appears that you avoid hearing: should love really hurt like this? There is a pattern that repeats itself, almost always invisible. You change people, but the feeling returns, like an echo in an empty place. This confuses you, because it seems like coincidence. But something inside you participates in it, without realizing it. The heart recognizes familiar territories, even when they are painful. There is a strange comfort in known pain, because the unknown frightens you. So you move closer to similar stories, similar emotions, as if you were trying to resolve something old through someone new. But the result is often the same: frustration, fear, insecurity, rejection. The relationship becomes a mirror, showing parts of you that have not yet been seen, parts that remain unconscious, waiting for recognition. There is a secret hope of finally being chosen, of finally being enough, as perhaps you never were before. And when that does not happen, the pain seems to confirm old wounds, as if something were saying, you are not worthy of love. And the cycle continues because the mind tries to prove what the heart fears to accept, until a silent question arises: what if it is not the other person, but something inside you that still needs to be recognized? In that moment, a revelation is born. Maybe pain is not the enemy. Maybe it is a message, a signal from something unconscious, asking for awareness. Carl Jung said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. When you realize this, something changes, because suffering stops being bad luck and begins to carry meaning. The relationship becomes a language, a living mirror, showing old wounds that still ask for care. This does not mean pain is necessary, but it means it reveals where awareness has not yet arrived. There is a call to look inward, without guilt, without judgment, with curiosity, because when something becomes conscious, it loses part of the power that once ruled silently. Pain changes its place, changes its form, changes its meaning, and you begin to notice that perhaps it was never about loving too much, but about forgetting yourself in order to be loved. This insight is frightening because it shifts responsibility, but it also liberates because it shows that patterns can be transformed when they are seen with awareness, and then a new possibility is born, small but real, to love without abandoning yourself. When awareness arrives, something slows down inside, as if the soul were breathing, without constant pressure. You realize that you do not need to prove love. Through suffering, your value does not depend on that. There is tenderness in looking at yourself, recognizing limits, recognizing needs, recognizing emotions. The other person stops being a savior and stops being a threat. They become human, like you. This does not remove challenges, but it changes your relationship with them. It brings presence, it brings calm, it brings inner space. Love can then become a choice, not a compulsion. A meeting between two consciousnesses, not between two emptinesses. There is peace when you realize that you can leave cycles without losing the ability to love, because love does not need to be an open wound. It can be a safe space, where depth exists, without constant storms. Deep down, perhaps love is like the sea, deep, silent, and calm at the same time. And when you feel that, an inner silence appears that no longer depends on the other to exist. If this reflection touched you, write the word awareness in the comments, because it is in awareness that we begin to transform patterns, like waves that finally rest, in the silence of the inner sea.